Yo, 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 mi gente, mi gente, mi gente. I'm back, baby. What's up, what's up, what's up? We got Robert Garcia stating his thoughts about Ryan Garcia. And let's see where this goes. You know what I'm saying? Before we do, though,
Hold up.
this is the universal favorite to fight fans from all nations. Thank you for tuning in to VIC SZN Sports, the number one source for combat news and creation. You already know what's up.
Toma, huepa, chacho, pa que sepa, puñeta.
You already know what's up, man. Let's get right into it, though. Let go.
I'm glad that things worked out for him in the end. Robert, the Ryan Garcia tweeting and everything like that. Talk to Oscar, talk to Vergil. They said both that fight is possible. I know I talked to you about it, but it's just funny when you guys tweeted and you're like, hey, pull up. Did he ever get back to you?
You know what? I wouldn't want to see it in sparring. I want to see it in the fight. And I know Ryan. And I know Ryan.
Trying to get that money.
You know, Ryan has already done it. You know, he calls out Tang and he goes and fights him. He call out Devin Haney. He goes and puts a beating on him. Ryan will do it. If he's calling out Vergil, he will fight him. You know, hopefully in the future they could do it. You know, Golden Boy could put it together. I would love to see. I would love to be part of it because I like Ryan. You know, Ryan. He will dare to do stuff like that. He grew up in Southern California through the amateurs. You know, he's been to my gym for sparring and always giving me nothing but respect. And he said it himself, you know, I respect you, Robert, but, you know, it's just different. And there I do disagree. I really don't think he has a chance against Vergil. Honestly, you know, I love him. You know, my family always supports him every time he fights. My grandson cried when he lost against Tank. You know, we all support him because he's from Southern California. But him against Vergil, he'll put up some good, a few good rounds and everything. But I think eventually he'll get knocked out.
Why do you feel that?
Vergil's just too big and too strong. Even though Ryan is so strong, especially that left hook, it's just different levels, man. I think at this point, Vergil's just a monster when it comes to his body, his power, physically, mentally. I think he's just too much for Ryan.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, I thought like the weight was like a little different, but the way Vergil explained it to me, he's like, hey, look, he's pretty much a welterweight now. That's just one weight division. Like he's a big guy. He's always been a big guy. And I was like, oh, wow. Yeah, you're right, actually. Like, you know, it's not that big of a weight difference between them.
It's a very doable fight. And in the future, maybe next year after his suspension, maybe something that we could put together. It would be nice. You know, I know Oscar will work on it, and they'll do whatever it takes to make it happen.
It's going to be a crazy fight. It's going to sell so much, bro, for reals.
Oh, yeah,
you got the stars are aligning a little bit for Vergil because he has this fight. If he wins, you got Fundora and Spence that are going to fight. And if the winner there, you would think he's always wanted Spence. So that's like another big fight that's already aligning for him. And then if he gets this Ryan fight, geez.
There's so many things at this division for Vergil. You know, at the end, you know, he always tried to become champion at welterweight. Things don't happen, but things happen for a reason. Now I think he's in a great moment. He feels great. He's doing great. You know, his health is awesome. You know, with all the new things, the doctors that he's working with, and everything, everybody's doing a great job. You know, his dad, Charles Tremblay, is doing a great job. You know, so you know, couldn't get any better. So things happen for a reason. So now the future is just going to be unbelievable.
You know, I mentioned it to Vergil. When I saw him, I noticed that his back and his shoulders are a little bit more wider, that he's filling out a little bit more. Ultimately, like, do you see him going to middleweight, to super middleweight? Do you think he lands somewhere over there at the end of his career?
Oh, eventually he will. 100%. Middleweight, super middleweight, for sure.
Yeah. Wow, man. So with 3 divisions.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No doubt that he will be fighting in those divisions.
Good stuff, good stuff. Hey, Robert, ending notes. Who do you have in the gym? Who has a...
All right, yo, listen. Real quick, my thoughts on this, you know, I got to touch up on it. I disagree with Robert Garcia saying that he'll knock out Vergil Ortiz. I think Ryan Garcia already fought him, and he already beat him twice. You know what I'm saying? I know the one time they were both young, so it's pro. But I mean, to say that he's not ready at all and all that, it's kind of like you're just throwing away the past. And I know it might not be relevant now, but still, you know what I'm saying? It still plays a little bit of a role. You know what I mean? So to say that he's not on his level, there's levels. I don't even think he faced elite competition quite yet. You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, I would like to see that fight because I feel like the hype is building. I do believe I like Vergil Ortiz as an individual, just his personality. He's calm, he's relaxed. I think they should both take notes off each other, Ryan Garcia and Vergil Ortiz. I think Ryan Garcia should kind of like calm down and come more, relaxed and not doing too much like Vergil Ortiz. But also Vergil Ortiz should start picking up in, his character's personality. He don't really have much charisma. He needs to build that up so that way, it could help promote and make the fights more anticipating. He doesn't do too much of that, and I think that's where they could both learn from each other and take notes off each other. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm not really. I think this fight still needs to. There's a lot of options for someone like Ryan Garcia, honestly, because everybody still wants to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Despite everything that's going on, I know a lot of fans may not want to see him. But then there's a lot of fans that do. But majority of it is just boxers wanting to get their hands on him. You know what I'm saying? And not even their hands on him. They want their hands on on that payday. And it's like Robert Garcia. He said, no, why sparring? Bro, if it was about the bigger picture, why not spar it out? If it's a problem like that they want to settle, go into the sparring session. You know what I'm saying? But Robert Garcia knows what he wants to do. And he wants to take it to the fight before they could make it a payday. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to benefit off of it if they're sparring. So my thing is, that might not be the first option for Ryan Garcia. Now, maybe if Vergil Ortiz collects a title, that would be nice. And I think that would be easy for Ryan Garcia to just jump up on. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he'll win. But I just think if he could gain that weight, and if he could stay a little bit active during his suspension at that weight, where when he gets back, maybe take a tune-up first, just to, get yourself situated, build that hype again, have a nice inspirational post-fight speech. Even if it's not inspirational, he could say some wild-ish, and it's just going to make it much more anticipating on some Mike Tyson type-ish, you know what I'm saying? So, I guess we'll have to wait and see, but overall, I do believe this is another great option for Ryan Garcia, and this is just proof that how impactful of a fighter he is in the sport, despite everything that's been taking place. It just, there's too much. He's done too much for the sport already. You know what I'm saying? In the ring and out the ring. And I'm not talking about the stuff that I don't agree with, but with the stuff that I do agree with as far as his performances, you know what I'm saying? Him challenging himself to fight the best, and just adding mad hype to his press conferences and whatnot. People like that. You know what I'm saying? We're used to seeing that from a lot of we've seen that back in the days with like Hector Macho Camacho and Mayorga and stuff like that, but we haven't got that too much when it comes to boxing lately. You know what I'm saying? So he comes out with the throne and the models dancing and stuff. People like the show. They like a showsmanship. So that being said,
Hold up.
This is the universal favorite to fight fans from all nations. Thank you for tuning in to VIC SZN Sports, the #1 source for combat news and creations, baby.
Toma, huepa, chacho, pa que sepa, puñeta.
You already know what's up. We out, baby. I love y'all. Peace.
Toma.